Our boys are back in town. Our boys are back in town. Our boys are back in town. Man, it's been a very musical series, this, hasn't it? It's odd. Busted out all that Rush trivia and now all this nonsense. Anyway, yeah. Owlboy, guys, welcome back. We are going to try to beat the game today. I believe we are close enough to the end to call it today. The last level is fairly short. That's why I'm feeling confident about this. But first we need to go back out. We lost the 3 relics to Solus, of all people. Turns out he was the mysterious cloaked figure helping out the pirates, but now he did a triple betrayal there. So now both the pirates and gang Owlboy are lacking the relics, so good, I guess? But we gotta figure out what happened to those relics and what Solus's game here is. Also, Getty's back, because hell yeah he is. And they patched it up with Twig, so that's pretty nice. Ooh, that's ominous. Oh man, that kind of hits you in the feels a little bit. The, like, pleasant music of Valley just is gone. In hindsight, it's kind of crazy how little you get that music, because once you leave this place after the pirate attack at the start of the game, you only ever really come here when things are dire. For example, right now. Should we have a quick look at the cemetery while we go out? You know, I kind of realized an answer to my own question wondering about willow trees, why they're associated with the dead. Like, there is that tree that's called a weeping willow. Like, you know, that's supposed to conjure thoughts of, like, crying. So that kind of makes sense, I guess. Doesn't look like there's anything here, so... And we're stuck doing this sad walk here, so let's not dally there too long. Thought we might get something a little extra. Man, how beat up did we get last time? Because I'm, like, still, like, destroyed. Look at that. I hope we get some health soon. That was the Dirk fight. Yeah, that was what destroyed me last time. Man, it's lonely. Everyone's just gone. Well, they're not gone. They're just all taking shelter, apparently.
Hi, bro! We're playing in the Bombo house. There's music here all the time. I can't get enough of it.
Is she... Like, I'm trying to figure out what this he, she, whatever this is, this character... Are they, like, holding a pair of giant scissors behind their back? Because I'm trying to make out what that weird design is. First I thought they had a huge crab arm, but I think it's more like she has a giant red pair of scissors behind their back, which is also odd, but whatever. Ugh. I don't know why I chose to stay in this house. Constant drumming. Can't sleep. And there she goes again. I'm throwing off Bombo's rhythm here. Whoops.
Welcome back, Otus. Are you well? Good. We are in hiding here. Something bad is happening out there. People are being hit by rocks that come loose. It's safer here till it's past.
Man, look at freaking Otus is just still, like, being all, yeah, even though, like, Bombo is saying that the world is collapsing.
I'm going to teach little Peep to play drums with me. We're going to have lots of fun.
Alright, you guys do that. That's kind of cool. That reminds me of Final Fantasy VII when the gold saucer reopens towards the end of the game. You know, when it wasn't Dio was the owner of the gold saucer. He's like, well, might as well give people the chance to have fun in these troubling final times. Yeah, Mandolin's here as well. And also, I don't know if we ever learned this guy's name. I don't remember. He's the assistant dude. Yes, we're hiding in here for the moment. The islands seem to be unstable, which of course means there's nowhere to run. I just hope we have enough food to hold out until it settles down. Yes. Well, that sounds really bad. Now it's not just the pirates with their relics. Now, like, the whole world is coming undone. That's very bad.
Oh, Otus! I'm so glad you're back. Kitty regretted leaving you very much. I'm glad you two are friends again. Yes, we're hiding in here. Some people were hit by rocks that started floating upwards. It seems safer to be indoors. Until it stops.
Curious. Okay, well, we bet those guys. Hey, the Bedaggle fruits respawn, so we can max out our health. I don't think this is super relevant. I think we would have gotten a top off towards the end of the game when we needed it, but... Okay, man. Fucking brace yourself, guys. This is gonna be rough. Because, yeah. Here he still is.
Otus. You fool! Imbecile! Moron! Leave this place at once!
No. I'm not.
Otus, why have you come back? You should leave, now!
Dude, no. No, we can't do this. It can't end like this. I'm not going anywhere. Oh my god.
Otus, please. This place is no longer safe. I couldn't keep the village from harm. Not me, nor Strix, nor any other owl. We are frail, arrogant, short-sighted. If you hadn't left the school, Otus, we have been spared from my own foolish actions this time. Fly away as far as you can, Otus. Hide yourself from others, never return. Heed my final lesson now, so that you may live a little longer.
No, I can't. No, dude. Please.
I am so sorry for everything.
It's okay, man. Oh, man.
Despite everything, you have been a remarkable student, Otus. Courage is a trait lost on most owls. The valley has been abandoned. The pirates are likely to attack here next. I'm going to stay here in Valley. This is our home. You're leaving again now? I'll wait for you here. If there's anything I can help you with, then let me know.
Aw, man, there you go, Osseo.
A way to get beyond the mesosphere? I'm not sure. Maybe you can ask the professor. I don't like to admit it, but he would probably know better than me. Be careful out there, Otus.
Alright, that's it. Well, thanks, I guess, and farewell, Osseo. Oof. That part of the game, it basically killed me the first time I played this. Like, oh my god. The resolution to this whole plot line. And I think it's completely optional, too. Like, there's nothing really forcing you to come see Osseo this final time. We could have just gone straight to the professor, as far as I'm aware. I'm not sure, but like, if you come here and you get this scene, it's like, oh. And this is what I was really alluding to when I was talking about Twig's redemption arc and how that might not sit well with everybody. This was the real clincher. I have to take a moment to talk about this, guys. Scroll forward a little bit if you don't want to hear my thoughts on the story between Otus and Osseo, but I gotta lay my thoughts on here right now. So that's the game acknowledging that Osseo was at fault for Otus's problems in life. You might not even realize it at first, but the whole thing is that Osseo is a terrible teacher, and not just a terrible teacher, but he's abusive in the way he teaches Otus by constantly calling out his shortcomings and stuff. He is he's I don't want to say that he ruins Otus's life, because that would imply that Otus's life is ruined, and I don't want to say Otus has his shit pretty well together, all things considered. What I want to say is that Osseo is the root for a lot of Otus's problems in terms of his insecurity and his desire to please and all of this stuff, and and honestly, because Otus, I believe, it said somewhere that Otus is adopted. We don't know who Otus's actual parents are. Osseo is basically a father figure for Otus in this game, and that's basically being an abusive parent at that point. So, that absolutely causes mixed feelings, this scenes. It's super, super nice on one hand, that Osseo realizes his mistakes, that he's, he is humbled despite his enormous arrogance, and that they're able to reconcile like that and able to leave on amicable terms. That's really great. I've had to, because that scene had such an effect on me, I've watched a couple of other reactions on YouTube, people's thoughts and reactions to that scene, and in general there's a lot of again, lots of heartwarming good feels about that end that way. But I've also seen the reaction that Osseo gets off scot-free. There's a lot of anger towards Osseo, like I said, he caused all this trouble for Otus in his life, and he doesn't really get punished for he's punishing himself clearly. Osseo, the weight of the guilt is clearly weighing on him there, you could see, but he doesn't really he doesn't get a comeuppance, I guess is what I'm going for. And I've seen not a lot, but I've seen comments online that angry at Osseo, he thinks that this is okay, that this is an okay resolution, and that's why I'm I don't want to belittle people who have had this happen to them, who have had bad teachers, or who have had a bad bringing up, bad childhood. It has to be awful for the people who that's happened to them. I totally understand. Again, it's hard to truly understand if I've never had that happen to me, obviously, but I understand that want that it doesn't seem fair that this guy gets away with it in some sense. I understand that point of view, and I don't really know what to say, because it would seem really hollow to me to be well, isn't it just better that everyone ends up being friends at the end? It's not that easy for people who have actually had that experience. But what I will say is, going back to the themes of this game, the big theme of the plot of Owlboy is overcoming and making up your mistakes. And it's not just Otus who has to, but everybody who has made mistakes is able to move on and make up for them, and no mistake is supposed to be the end. Now, for the game to live up to that kind of theme, I feel even a character like Osseo, who realizes the mistake he's made, has to have a chance for this kind of redemption, for that theme to hold in the game. And that's why I am super happy that the plot did what it did here with this scene with Otus and Osseo. and really, you know, in this case, the victim in this story of it, just like speaking of these characters, the victim of this is Otus. And as we clearly saw, Otus forgives Osseo, which, you know, that's super awesome that Otus is, despite everything that Osseo's done to him, that's happened to him, that Osseo is like, that Otus is like able to forgive the guy like that. So like in that sense, I still think this is really amazing. Like, I love the plot of Owlboy. I love this scene in particular. It's probably like maybe the best scene in the game, just in pure story wise. It's kind of amazing like that. And I don't want to be disrespectful. Maybe there is no way for me not to be disrespectful in this case. In which case, I'm so sorry for anyone who's been in that predicament. It must have been awful that happened. But I have to, with this, in this case, I have to like agree with the thing that happened in Owlboy. The big difference is indeed Osseo himself coming to his realization there. Osseo, like, no one like really calls out Osseo. People talk a little shit behind his back about him, but like no one really like confronts Osseo. He like comes to this realization in himself while he's stewing there. So that own like remorse, I think, is a big deal. Like going back to Dirk last episode, like why he doesn't get to like have a redemption arc is I think he never truly realizes the mistakes he made. Dirk, that is, you know, you remember how he just keeps blaming Alphonse throughout for, you know, him breaking up their friendship, and then he's trying to just cover for it by being like, well, I don't need friends. And towards the end, he's like, it would have been nice maybe to be friends. But like, I feel like, this is just my like headcanon here, I feel like if Dirk could have been able to continue his line of thought beyond that moment where he disintegrates, I can imagine him just being like, it would have been nice being friends, but you had to ruin it, Alphonse. Like, he still would not have let go. He still would not have been able to admit his own failing in that situation. I think is probably what would have happened, and I think that's the dividing difference between a character like Osseo or Twig, who they get their like some small redemption, versus Dirk, who does not get a chance to make up for his mistakes, who just dies, basically. I'll tell you what I think the real problem with the plot is those guys, Fib and Bonacci. As I recall, they never get any comeuppance. I don't remember if they even show up at the end of the game. Let's go see if they're in the professor's house. I think that's kind of lame to me. Like, they're also another huge problem for Otus, those assholes. So, like, the fact that they don't, like, get anything, like, they don't even show up at all, like, they don't get to, like, you know, realize what shit-heels they've been, or, like, they don't get, like, any comeuppance, like, that seems like an oversight to me, to some extent. Yeah, no, look at this, there's no, Fib and Bonacci here. Yeah, if I recall correctly, they don't actually show up anymore in the plot, those two guys. Really would have been, like, a little, you know, just a little, like, wrap up nicely along with Osseo there to have some resolution with those guys. But maybe to speak on the developers' behalf, maybe it's just to kind of show how insignificant they are in the long run of things. Like, they're just a couple of assholes, you know. They weren't, like, they're present throughout Otus's life the same way Osseo was. They didn't cause the calamities the same way Twig did. They're just a pair of jerks who, like, act like assholes and act like they're bigger guys than they are. So, like, maybe in that sense it's like fitting for them that they don't get to play a part here in the final act of the game. I don't know. That's just maybe just my spitballing here. Let's carry on.
Otus, why are you here? You should evacuate. The pirates could strike at any moment.
Oh, the professor's right. There's even been sights of landmasses rising. Something isn't right with the world. We need some help, Professor. We're tracking someone who might hold the key to saving Valley.
Really? Who?
We don't know. Whoever it was went above the mesosphere before we could catch him. Otus can't fly that high. Well, we could perhaps help you get up there.
But I don't see why we should. The last time I helped you out, things didn't go so well.
Please! We have to do something. Whoever's up there has all 3 relics. 3 relics? You mean the hex relics? You've heard of them. Then you know we're not making this up.
What are they talking about, Professor?
All right, Otus and Getty. Let's do a test.
What you got there, Professor?
Whoever it was, if he went above the mesosphere, he must have had somewhere to go. We should be able to track any landmass up there with my machine. If there's nothing to find up there, there's no reason to believe you. All right, go ahead and check. I'm pretty sure you'll find something.
And...
well, would you look at that? They're right.
incredible! A structure in Mesos? How can anything even be built so high up? Alright. I can help you get up there. But it will be a dangerous flight. If you want to go, you should prepare. Make sure you've done everything you need to do. You won't be coming back for a while. So, that's the cue. This is the point of no return. I'm gonna make a really quick swing since I said... I don't want to lie about saying Fib and Bonacci never show up again. I just want to check the path heading up to out of Valley. Let's see if there's anybody over here. Doesn't look like it. All right, never mind. That's just what I wanted to check. Yeah, if Fib and Bonacci are somewhere in this game, I don't know where they are. Also, you might say this is kind of a weird out-of-nowhere plot twist now that the world's collapsing. It seems kind of like it doesn't have anything to do with anything, the plot with the pirates and the relics. They have foreshadowed it a little bit. Because there was the mystery of why the islands are drifting apart despite the machinery in the Owl Temple being shut off. Like, that was like, wait, what the heck? Because they thought that the machines in the Owl Temple were making the islands drift apart. But then it turned out that they were doing that despite the machinery. So, like, that's like a foreshadowing for this situation. Like, it's nothing really to do with the pirates or anything. It's just like this, like, natural calamity that has been building in the background, that everything's coming apart. And I think if you get those 3 coins and you get more lore, they can explain a little better why it's happening. But if we play it like I do, where we just play through this, it is just kind of a weird last-minute plot twist that isn't like hugely extrapolated on, but you know, it's the situation that it is. Like, it turns out that there's something bad going on in the world, on top of everything else with the pirates and whatnot. But ready to go, buddy? Let's go, baby. All right, I'll meet you outside. I've been looking forward to this. Can you guys possibly guess what it is we're going to be doing to get to the mesosphere? Because I had an inkling as soon as I saw her building, which is all conical in shape. Like some kind of projectile, if you will. So, here we are. Remember, there will be no going back. Are you sure you're ready for this, Otus? Wow, one more like point of no return. Let's go, baby. Good!
Excuse us. We would all like to come along, Madam Colonel.
That's right. Otus's friends, are ya? Wait a second.
Aren't you? Not now, Professor.
Alphonse is a pirate, and I caused some trouble here. But we're here to help now.
Yes, no need for that. You're all welcome to come along. We're all here, so let's get going. Yes. Huh? When are we traveling in? Oh, you will see. Professor, is everything ready?
Yes. The radar gave us some coordinates to aim for, so we should make it. Assuming your invention works, Colonel.
Excellent. Oh, I should probably repeat. This will be dangerous. Should we go get Osseo and the other villagers? Then they can see you off. I don't think so. They might try to stop us. I don't think we want to part on bad terms. All right. In that case, it's time to board.
Board? Board what? Do you mean this tall building here?
Yes! Get in!
We're traveling in this thing? It looks like it can't even move.
Quiet, fools! You are about to witness my true genius! Years of work will all boil down to this moment. Get in!
Better do it, lads, before she changes her mind.
Quickly now! Okay, let's go, frig. It is time! Prepare yourselves! All systems are ready! Detach! Oh shit! Ignition! Is it lift off? I knew it would work! Good luck, you guys! This is... Look, they're seeing us off after all. Isn't that neat? Oh, even Osseo's like, oh, why? Oh yeah, look, we're just getting everybody. Isn't that neat? We're past the mesosphere now. See, that was Mesos where those guys were, and we're still going up. Oh man. This was a... I kind of saw this. I guessed, like, we have to get that high up, we're gonna use a rocket, and when I saw this building with those, like, hatches, yeah, I kind of saw the writing on the wall, but it's still cool. Whoa! Ooh, right. Oh no! Otus, are you alright? Oh man, you had me worried there. Are you okay, man? Can you fly? Huh? Did you break something?
No, I don't think he has. The air in this place is very thin. Too thin to fly in.
Oh man, we're stuck up here.
Not exactly. We should explore this place. Catch your breath, Master Otus. Giddy, Twig, let's scout ahead.
Yes, sir. All right. Oh, this is kind of sad. Look at this photo. Oh, okay, it's not sad anymore. But yes, now that we are... I actually forget what's past the mesosphere. Actually, is there any other layers to the atmosphere past the mesosphere? The heliosphere has nothing to do with the atmosphere. That's a thing to do with the solar system. Anyway, we're past the mesosphere, so the air is super thin. So we cannot sustain flight, although we can do... You saw what I just did there, is I cancel out of... fly, then cancel. That'll give me a little bit of extra air. That might be useful in a later part, which you're gonna see me screaming in a certain part. The toughest part of the game is coming up in it's one short sequence, but it's very tricky for me. But that, like, little technique there might help me out a little bit. We'll see. I'm not sure. Man, look at this... An Orlando for owls that we're walking into. This is crazy.
Guess this is where that stranger's hiding. But how do we get in?
Maybe... we knock? Or they just open the door for us. Alright then.
Well, that take care of that problem.
I guess we're actually doing this, huh?
It's not like we have a choice.
Come on, gang. Let us advance.
By the way, this was our big chance to have all 3 characters. Oh, what's up?
Hey, buddy, you ready for this?
Oh, wow. Otus is a little unsure.
Hey, I've got your back, man. Who needs flying anyway? Let's go together.
That wasn't a great word of encouragement, Getty, but whatever. Yeah, so I was just saying, this is our big chance to have all 3 characters, but we immediately, after that area in Valley, we go to an area where we can't fly, so we can't really enjoy all 3 characters. Not for the moment, anyway, but we'll see about it a little later. We'll have a chance to, like, do it with all 3 guys hanging off of us. Yeah, okay. Just testing that fly cancel there. If it really gives me just a little bit more airtime, it could come useful.
Wow. What a mansion.
Mansion in space. Like, border of space, I guess.
Otus, Getty, what are you guys doing here?
Solus! What are you doing here? Are you the one who stole the relics from the pirates?
I'm sorry. I trust you, Otus, but I can't involve anyone else in this. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to explain. Please leave.
Hey, wait up! We have to catch up to him.
Oh, hey, Getty, we're supposed to go to... Okay. I'll just fly on up. Right. It is a cool room, though. Look at this. It's pretty neat, I'd say, all this owl decoration here. I mean, the game's been full of owl decoration, but it's kind of neat. How are these candles burning if the atmosphere is so thin that we can't even fly? Actually, you know what, this is fine. It probably does work out, if we're honest. I'm not like 100% sure. Ah! So this is tricky. This is a... We have to practice, like, just doing jumps without going into flight. So yeah, we get more airtime if we just hold down X. Although if I do that cancel, it's a little more reliable. Oh, but there does seem to be like a global timer on that flight getting like get cancelled by the game. So like we can't abuse it on every jump. So maybe it's easier to hold down X and make those big jumps like that. But it gave us practice on these jumps now. Oops. Which way? I always forget. It's so easy. This is where like controls get a little tricky. It's so easy to your like muscle memory used to double tapping X to get flight. So it's so easy to actually accidentally go into the flight when you don't mean to fly around.
Ascended.
Someone likes a peppermint decoration in this place. Green peppermint, sure, I guess.
Hey, wait up!
How did I get past these guys? Hold on a second now. Whatever.
Solus, we just want to help you. The pirates are coming after you.
I know.
Then let us help. Let's get rid of the relics and...
No. I'm going to use the relics.
Huh?
I don't have time to explain this to you. Just get out of here.
Hurry, guys. We need to talk some sense into Solus.
Okay, don't worry, guys. Watch this. I know which way to spin. Now, we can't use the teleport here, even though that's what you would use in this situation to get those guys up here, but... Oh well. We'll just carry on here in Castlevania place. Oh, look at that! Speaking of, like, now that we know the world's coming apart, look at how they, like, are, like, showing you how, like, that is just, like, starting to, like, go into full gear here. Like, just... Now it's not just land masses, just, like, these structures are breaking down. Oh, no. So they're kind with checkpoints on these. We don't, like, lose health or something. We just get to try again. Although, as you probably did notice, I did go back a ways. So we gotta use hops to let this get back up, and there we go. Oh, there's gonna be a problem. Glide! So remember, we do get some glide with our flight, so if we're trying to land on a surface that's below our elevation, we do want to fly, because then we lose our flight, but we're able to glide for distances, as you just saw there.
Otus! Get up, buddy! We're not at the end just yet.
No, but we're getting close there.
There you go. Okay, guys, let's keep moving.
Okay. Just hold on, everybody. I got this. This is absolutely, I'm sure it's meant to make you feel like, oh goodness, like all my powers are gone. Like kind of a desperation moment as we're stuck here in this low air density place. Freaking high altitude. I'm a freaking idiot today. Also, look at these cool paintings. I really like them. All these fancy owls of yesteryears. Oh, what you got there, Alphonse?
What is this place?
Great question. Some sort of owl place by the looks of it. Ooh. Hey, look at me. I'm chandeliering. Ooh, alright, we made that jump. Okay. Hey, no. Ooh. No, I keep holding. Also, you know, when you're in the air, I just kind of want to hold up on the control stick, which also makes you fly. So, like, it's really like all these flight options are becoming a hindrance here. They haven't been such a huge problem on my second playthrough that I recorded for you guys, but absolutely, I think there is some problem with the controls in this game. It's a little easy to make wrong inputs in this game, in my opinion. That's like beyond just like me being bad at the game. Like, it is easy to make wrong inputs. How the heck? How do I make this final jump? That's like way too far away, and it's like elevated above me. I don't actually remember how I do this. I mean, there must be a way to get it. Can I spin in the air? Is that the goal? I can't do the roll in the air. No, I don't mean to fucking... Okay, let's do this. Let's, at the peak of our jump, let's spin in the air, so... No... No. Man, this is... Wow, I'm actually blanking on what I did on this part. This is not the part I was talking about that's super hard. Like, this is something that's confusing me now. What the heck? How do you do this final jump? Speaking of controls, like, okay, this maybe is me being bad at the game. Maybe I do have to use the flight to just gain just a little blip of... Look, it gives you a blip of elevation, and it does give you a glide. Maybe that is the goal here. I just need to time it right at the apex of my jump, not at the beginning like I've been doing for a moment now. Okay, baby, here we go. Oh, yeah, you just got like a little bit of elevation when you hit that flight button. So, oh, man, that was cutting it close. Oops, whoopsie. Didn't mean to break that. Oh, look at how frumpy this guy is because I broke his candlestick.
You broke my candlestick, you little whelp!
What was that noise? I'm getting spooked here. So I gotta remember to spin the right way. Oh no! Look at these tricks and traps here with these spikes. I'm not even sure if I took the right path. I think I did. Ow, ooh, oof. You know, I forgot about this part. But sure. Okay. Cool, we got a moment to breathe here, so just... Okay. That's that dodged. Hey, I think I... Yeah, okay, cool. This was the right way to go. Because we had to hit this button here. Oh my god, please don't be a timer. Oh... that did not feel good. Thankfully, it is not a timer on this part, so it's just a button to open the door. And that's good, because, yeesh. Uh-oh. More of these floating rocks. Here in the Grand Library. What is with this? Oh. Oh shit, lore dump! I forgot about this.
What's this? This book is ancient, but I can read it. Book of Nocte, Volume 1. The Owl Temple, first of the great temples. Here the owls learned how to control the elements and challenge natural order. By the end of the first aeon, they had mastered water, fire, and wind. And their work here revealed to them the existence of the higher mysteries. It was here that the existence of the loop was hypothesized. The existential anguish from the discovery of the loop permeated owl society. Riots began, and the Owl Temple was abandoned.
Okay, so the loop was something really bad then, huh? Okay.
Book of Nocte, Volume 2. The Floating Continent.
Ah, see, we're getting exposition for all these places we've been to. Isn't that neat?
Greatest of the owl homes. The machines produced here were the finest the world has ever seen. For the first time, owl technology surpassed the capabilities of life itself. There seemed to be no end to the heights the owls could reach. They were determined to break the loop and worked tirelessly to advance their technology and knowledge. Finally, the solution was presented, a hex that would upend the laws of the universe. But it was a disaster. The hex failed, and the world would never be the same.
Huh, so they were working on... We learned about the hex. They talked about the hex machine in Floating Continent, though we never learned what it was. But it was something to stop the loop, which would have saved the world?
Book of Nocte, Volume 3. The Floating Tower.
Well, we've been to the other two places, so this must be that.
A gigantic research facility in the sky, built without the knowledge of the world at large. The last few owls gathered here, far away from the famines and wars elsewhere. The great relics that were used to create the hex were reforged. For the owls were preparing another hex. Greater than the last, this new hex would send the new world crashing downwards. And bring the world under the owl's control once again.
So that's the truth he wasn't telling us. He's been making the ancient owls out to be heroes and scholars and whatnot. And in reality, he's gonna use the relics for power, just like Molstrom. I knew it!
We have no choice now. We shall have to stop him ourselves.
Yeah, we're the only ones up here.
Let's go. There's no time to waste.
Okay, sure. I'm sure it's not going to be tough war with him having 3 relics in his possession. Oh, boy. Oh, there's a door closed over there. Let's see if I can ride these rocks to freedom. I did it! Hey, look at me. Yeah, I believe the implication is because the mysterious cloaked figure, before we learned that he was Solus, he quoted the Book of Nocte all the time. I believe the implication is that this is where Solus has been in secret, studying all this stuff. And how he got here, I really don't know. That's one of those things which maybe is explained in the extra lore, but for now it's just a mystery. He just somehow had the ability to come here. Also, they don't really elaborate what the loop is, but as far as I can tell, this is now me getting into just speculation here, because this is just what I understand from the plot. The loop is what's causing all of the structures to, like, break. All the islands to drift into the sky, like, break apart. I think the loop is the effect causing that, is my impression. What exactly it is, the details, I don't know. And the hex was supposed to stop it. I think it's called the loop because, like, it has happened before and it can happen again, so it's like looping. But that's just a guess on my part. Oh crap. Oh, this is bad. I didn't realize we were sealed inside. Oh no. I didn't realize there was an airlock. Oh no. It's all gravy. Oh. Whoa. I feel like I'm fighting Captain K. Rool at the end of Donkey Kong Country 2 at the moment with these rocks flying my way. No, wait, that's wrong DKC. My bad. Doop 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 doop. There we go. That was the right K. Rool theme. The third one, I don't really remember anything except that, like, weird saw guitar noise, so, like, wow. That's all I can do about the third song. I remember it's pretty good, the final boss music in 3. Like, I was surprised how good it was, because I didn't remember it. But, like, it is not as good as 1 and 2's final boss music, for sure. It is still an okay song. Like, it's just, like, not as memorable as those other two. Oh, shit. Look at these guys. What is that thing? Look at this obvious boss fight. That isn't actually a boss fight. Yeah, no, it's funny. We don't actually... This looks like we're gonna have a big gauntlet against all these guys, but it never happens. It's, But I believe these are supposed to be the same kind of, like, automatons that the pirates all were. Like, some kind of army of the owls there in stasis, waiting to be activated. Kudos to the designers of this game for this final level not having any enemies in it. Like, it's a really bold choice, but, like, it really makes you feel like the situation and it's like spookiness and how alone you are in this place just by being here all alone when no enemies to fight. Like, it's so alien here. Also, now we are getting to the toughest part of the game. I am not a fan of this platforming that's coming up. No enemies, but platforming that is going to get harder and harder, let me tell you. It's cool. It's cool concept-wise as the world is breaking up, as the loop is accelerating. Did I? Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm supposed to ride that, I think? Oh, no, I'm supposed to go this way. Okay. Oh, this is bad. Kind of. Okay. Getting a little tight, this platforming, eh? By the way, getting to headcanon here, I want to do that a little bit. Oh no, don't drop, don't drop, don't drop. For God's sake, don't drop. I don't know if I can keep speculating because this platforming just keeps getting harder, but... What's to the side over here? Wait, what's to the left? Hold on now. There was stuff to the... Weird. Uh-oh. Okay, we're not going back that way. Maybe that was an alternate route? Oh no! That's kind of bad. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm screwing up now. Let's just drop, because I think I have to go. I'm locked now to the left. Oh no, this part. Okay. So I want to get to a little bit of headcanon here. Just like what I can tell from the plot, speculating a little bit about Osseo's origin, what makes him be such a dick to Otus. And again, apologies to people who have had real life, like, cruel teachers or, like, cruel parents. I don't want to excuse him, like, he should have been a better person and not treated Otus the way he did, but I want to speculate a little bit on why he became the way he did. When you, like, Osseo is only a good teacher in his own mind, if we're perfectly honest. Like, he doesn't seem to really have the respect of the town. Like, the people of Valley think he's okay. Oh, this is odd. Now I'm confused which way to go, because here's this place, but there's also that place to the left. Oh shit, one of the coins! Well, I'm glad I came this way, even though I am missing one of the 3 coins. I think there's 3 coins. I see you. Did my machines and theories break the loop at last? Did I break the world? With this token, you hold the key. The sanctuary beckons you. Give me the answers I, Noctdale the Owls, have always sought. Yo, what? Yo, what? Can we get some answers after all? I don't know. But we got that 1 more coin. That's good. So, there you go, guys. Where do you find the last coin of the game? It's right there. I didn't know that myself. Cool. Alright. Well, I'm glad I came this way. Yeah, I was like wondering earlier in the game, like, where the heck is the final coin hidden if there are 3 of them? And here it was. It was in this branch that I did not take on my first playthrough, because I think I screwed up and went to the other way. Oh, we're back here again. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. I can do this. So, yeah, speculating on Osseo again. He doesn't, he doesn't, like, really have the respect of the town. Like, and especially Strix, like, who's, like, the most senior owl, is just like, oh, geez, Osseo over there. He's just like, what has Osseo been doing here? So, I kind of want to, in my mind, imagine that Osseo was treated in some way the same way that Osseo treated Otus. Like, it's just like this kind of, like, continuation of abuse, is my feeling. I mean, this is speculation, but I think it's an easy inference that Strix was Osseo's master, seeing as Strix is the most senior owl in this game. Like, I feel like Strix probably trained Osseo when Osseo was young, and Strix is pretty, like, critical of Osseo, so that kind of makes me think that he probably was a little rough on Osseo as well. Was he as bad as we've seen Osseo be to Otus? I don't know. Or was it just that he was, like, a fairly strict teacher and Osseo took it badly, and that's, like, how Osseo ended up being even worse to Otus? I don't know. Like, that's going beyond, like, I can't really tell. Because Strix is not really a, Strix is not, like, a mean guy in general. Like, he's, strict, Strix, but he's not to the extent mean that Osseo is to Otus. So, but he does, like, kind of like complain about Osseo. So he is strict on Osseo, like, when we meet Strix. But, like, he isn't to others. But the thing is, he might be very mean to, Oh man, where are we rising to?
I think I can see the top of the tower above us. If we stay on this platform, we could still make it to where Solus is hiding.
Okay, we'll do that. By the way, this is the toughest part of the game. This sequence. Uh-oh. Oh no. Wow! Because if you don't jump onto those, that happens. Yeah, get ready for a little bit of rage, but I will try to talk about my theories here while we're doing this, because this is the final platforming of the game, and it's a little difficult. Yeah, the way I see it is that I think Osseo takes Otus really personally, and because he's such a narcissist, he, like, equates Otus's success to his own success. So I feel like Strix might have been the same way. Like, Strix is nice to other people, like to Otus. He's a very nice guy to Otus because, you know, Otus isn't his protege, so he can be nice to Otus. But, like, I can imagine if Strix talked to Osseo, he would be very, like, severe with Otus, I don't know what's going on! Try to hold on! Oh, yeah, thanks. Like, I can imagine that Strix could be tougher on Osseo than he is on other people, because he, like, might also take it personally the same way that Osseo takes Otus' success personally. Like, that's, you know, you can tell that's Osseo's biggest problem, is that, you know, when Otus fails, Osseo, in his mind, treats that as a failure on his part, like it reflects on him. Because every time, you know, he talks about, like, Otus, you failed me. like, Otus, you've messed up. You have failed me, specifically. You've seen that happen, like, that's like classic, like, narcissism and, like, it's all about me. Like, he is treating Otus's success as an extension of his success. And that's also why I feel like it might be like if Strix treated Osseo that way, then it might be that, I can't teleport us to you when it's safe. Okay. It might be that Osseo just learned that that's how it goes. Like, as a teacher, your success is determined by the fact that, what's happening? Oh, shit. Yeah, the loop is accelerating. As you can probably tell. Oh my god! Well, we can fly now, that's something. So I think that's just my fan theory. Hashtag copyright, but like, it's like I'm thinking that it's like a cycle of abuse in that sense. And that's why Otus is a true hero, in that he breaks the cycle by remaining a good person despite the way that Osseo has treated him all the way.
I can't believe it.
I believe we are witnessing the end of the world, my friends. We ourselves are floating. The floating continents are rising into space. This is the end.
It's happening so suddenly.
Yeah, Getty just lampshading how quickly this plot twist turned came out.
What has Solus done up there?
Yeah! Whatever Solus is doing up there, we have to stop him.
I see his tower above us. Let's go.